Good morning. Uh, what is that we are going to see today was about 307 read with 34. The section 34 in furtherance of common intention. How to deal with this, whether there was sharing of common intention was there or not. Even there need not be any overtact by the co-accused if we indulge in the involvement of crime by the main accused by sharing common intention. Fantastic judgment. I understand the judgment uh, deals with new concept. Indira Banerjee and Ravindra Bhatt, division by 2020, Supreme Court 1150. Section 34 was discussed. Sharing of intention of each one of the accused should be known to the rest of the accused. Mere participation in crime with others is not sufficient to attribute common intention. Then the discussion was there. Here I will go with the case of the prosecutor. On 22nd October 1992 at about 11 a.m., there was quarrel between the accused appellant and the complainant, in which the said accused, the main accused, intervened. The said accused, main accused, joined the accused appellant, and the complainant took out a country-made pistol from the pocket of his trousers, pointed it towards complainant, and fired at the instigation of the accused appellant, who urged the said accused killer to kill the complainant. This was the case of the prosecution. So, according to the prosecution case, the appellant accused, namely Chota Ahiwar versus State of Madhya Pradesh, Chota Ahiwar, the complaint was lodged before Mahendra Chowkri. Investigation was completed. Charge sheet filed, charges framed, pleaded not guilty. Several witnesses were examined, and surprising to see that PW1 was the sketch map attested witness. Then the other one, all witnesses up to 2, the evidence was not recorded as guided by the Indian Evidence Act. It is up to the court. The court did not notice that. The evidence of PW3 and PW4 are the eyewitnesses who supported the prosecution case. Therefore, the other witness, some of the witnesses stand hostile, and despite their being stand hostile, some portions of their evidence was considered by all the courts, that there was quarrel between the appellant and accused, complainant. They say it is well settled principle of criminal law that only the person who actually commits the offence can be held guilty and sentenced. But however, section 34 lays down a principle of joint liability in the criminal act, the essence of which has to be found in the existence of common intention. That was the held. Then say section 34 is rule of evidence. Attracts the principle of joint criminal liability, does not create any distinct substantive offence, as held by B.N. Srikantaya versus Siddhaya, AR 1950 SC 672. Other judgments were discussed. Finally, last judgment, Manik Das versus State of Assam, AR 2007 SC 2274. There they say the common intention can develop during the course of an occurrence. This is says the section does not whittle down the liability of principal offender committing the principal act, but additionally makes all other offence liable. The essence of liability under section 34 is simultaneous conscious of the minds of the person participating in the criminal act to bring about the particular relief, which conscious can even be developed on the spot as held in Lallan Roy. Then they say this is the concept, new concept I have noticed. Probably this would have been followed in some other cases also. They say prosecution is required to prove premeditated intention of both the accused, appellant, and the main accused to kill the complainant. That was, they say, therefore they say premeditated intention. In earlier cases referred by the Supreme Court about subsequent development of during the course of occurrence. But they say in the given case, premeditated common intention must be there. They say in Ashok Basak 2010, 10 SCC 660 and Privy Council judgment Barendra Kumar Ghosh 1925. Also they have discussed. Then finally they say existence of pre-arranged plan has to be proved either from the conduct of the accused or from circumstances or from any incriminating fact. Finally, they say in the absence of that, as per the inconsistent evidence of PW 3 and 4, they have acquitted the appellant by holding the conviction of the main accused good. They say even if it is accepted that the accused appellant uttered words and attributed to him by the complainant in this evidence, this seems to have been done on the spur of the moment. Pre-arrangement is not established. Therefore, finally, for the reason discussed, they have acquitted and directed to set free forthwith. This is the case. So, kindly go through the judgment. This may help you. And you have to be silent so far this premeditated intention to be argued, because you need not raise any fact to presume that there was no premeditation, because it is the duty of the prosecution to substantiate that there was premeditated conscious between the main accused and the co-accused in committing the crime. So you need not, in that area you need not cross-examine the witness. It is better to remain silent. Best wishes. Unfortunately, yesterday what had happened, some advocate came, I gave him, they want to sell myself, I gave him the cell. I think some mischief has been done. Okay, whether it is good or not, I do not know. I was not well yesterday. I sustained some injury on my right knee. Therefore, by taking pills, I slept. Then next important matter to be discussed with you was that opening of almost all courts, specifically with a special list of the cases, inviting the advocate to participate. So that is welcome. Step by step we are allowed to render justice, assist the court in rendering the justice, and fighting with unjust committed to our clients. All are our duties. Let us hope that we may extend that. About family court, there was no information. Probably it may come today, family court also. But criminal court, civil court, that distinguished procedure is also not available. And what about Sessions case? Probably the Session judge will give some more instructions on this area, I hope. Let us hope. And some advocates who had experience in attending manual courts in other districts, which was prevailing for 1.5 months, may explain their experience so that we may cope up with the present situation in attending the manual course. on press direction. Best wishes.